listeners, how do you do? This is my podcast and it's just for you. It's called TED Talks and it's a load of shite, but I hope you enjoy it because I've kept it like it's about an hour long and all about Teesside, the people, the places and the borough pride.
Welcome to episode 112 of TED Talks, the TED Hanky podcast. It's proper class and that, you know. Well, I sounded like someone really wrong there, didn't I? Who's got a Netflix special?
Yeah, well, I tell you, 112, episode 112, it's better than 180, and you know what's happening to the other Hanky at the minute.
Don't get me started. Right, listen, I've got people tagging me in posts, I've got people messaging me saying, I didn't know you were a sexual toucher, and stuff like that. I just want to get one thing clear on the podcast now, right? I am not the darts player Ted Hanky. His surname is spelt Hanky. Mine doesn't have the E. I took enough of them in the 90s. You know what I mean? So, but you know, I do have a more prominent wrist action than him. That has been proven. But I am not a sexual fiddler. I respect women. I respect children. I don't know what he's in trouble for. I think it's just for touching women, isn't it? I think.
Well, yeah, without their consent, I think.
Oh, that's a key part of it,
you're allowed to touch women, aren't you? Because I touch women, but they let me, they're like, oh, Miller, have a little grow up with this. And
yeah,
I'm
but
like,
that's just the standard greeting in Stockton. You know what I mean? You walk in the clock tower, you tickle a tuppence.
Or as I call it, the cock tower, because it's always full of blokes.
Yeah, I got a shock when I tickled a ball bag. Yeah, but just to make it clear, right, it's a different, fat, bald-looking Ted Hanky, not a handsome, attractive, non-sexualised abuser Ted Hanky, which is me. So stop getting it wrong, or I'll kick your fucking heads in.
Yeah, we might have to abbreviate your name to TH.
I might have to go back to Theodore.
No, don't do that again. I always used to think you were in your thing there, you know, with the...
What about Teddy H?
Teddy H?
Yeah.
No,
that sounds really nonsense.
That sounds like you're in Dallas. Well, when you said Theodore was like you're in the Cosby Show.
Yeah, that's wrong one.
And there's another one. Well, they're all linked back, are you, Ted?
Yeah. What about Teddy Weinstein? No, we can't do that one, can we? No. There's just so many wrong cocks in the world.
Ted'll fix it for you.
No.
Yeah.
What about Ted's Cartoon Club? I just sound really right with all of the nonsense stuff, and yet I look like a really trustable, dependable, handsome man.
Well, you are, aren't you, Ted?
Exactly. Yeah, I'm a powerful man. You've seen me down the billiards league, arm wrestling. Weird.
I've seen you arm wrestling Billy on the Legion.
Yeah, Billy Leeds. Right, well, welcome to the show. Anyway, if you hear loads of background noise, there's a big festival going on at the moment called TEDFEST. I believe we'll come to that later in the show. So just ignore that. We've popped off just to do the podcast recordings. And
so I can finish off me 50 bob I've got, because I had
a pint of 50 bob. He fucking looks horrible, that Mala.
Hey, it's class. This was one of the original half and halves that I got from the Pat's Club before it shut down. You know where they used to pour half a pint at 50 bob and they just leave it for people coming in, so they'd pour the other half and it'd be proper set. Well, the Pat's Club shut 5 years ago? Well, I've had this in the fridge ever since, so I'm going to knock it in now.
Is that your big massive bottle of double Maxim in there as well?
Well, aye, of course it is. Yeah, like some people like vintage trainers, some people like vintage records. I like vintage beer. Class.
The Ted Hanky podcast brought to you by Vaux Taverns. I wish we were sponsored by a brewery. If we've got any breweries listening out there, there's a few Teesside ones and stuff like that. We want some sponsorship. I want some sponsorship for the podcast. I want some sponsorship for my last stop to Edinburgh Festival. And I want a new car.
Yeah, can I get some of them class underpants, you know, like that have the writing on?
What about them ones that stop you chafing inside your legs?
No, I want ones, you know, that say like Mark 1 or something on it. Looks proper classy on the waist belt.
I've got some Georgia Basders.
I'll have them. Yeah, they're quite high priced, them.
I'd get you a 3-pack for 20 quid if you could sort us the money out.
Well, I can't sort out 20 quid, but what about 1 pack for like £2.90?
I'll see what I can do.
All right,
yeah. Anyway, right, welcome to the show. Let's get cracking with the knacking, as they would say, and we're going to have a look at our favourite news organisation from the Teesside region, Teesside Lies, where they spout out a load of shite every fucking day, and we love it.
I know, because we only spite out a load of shite once a week.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, unless you lie into your lass, which you used to do every day. But I found a news story. I'm only going to concentrate on one news story, Mala. It might get very confusing for you, this one, and I want you to just be very careful and think before you speak, okay? Because I can't be asked editing all your stuff out. So, and this is a bit close to home, this, Mala, because you know soldiers, don't you? This is an ex-soldier who flashed penis and committed vulgar sex act with wheelie bin must wait to learn fate. That is the headline. I'm going to tell you, I'm not going to name the person, but a former soldier exposed her penis and performed... That's your confused face. That's your confused face. A former soldier who exposed her penis, it isn't a spelling mistake at Teesside Lies, and performed a vulgar sex act with a sex toy in public with a wheelie bin. It's a very confusing opening paragraph.
There's a lot going on in that, isn't there?
There is, yeah.
Are you sure that's right? Because Teesside Live are thick, man, and they don't grammatically put the sentences together right. Well, and that's coming from me.
It says last year she was caught in a back alley using a sex toy attached to a wheelie bin. How do you do that? Do you have to get someone to bring the bins in and out? Oh, it's bin day again. Oh, there's that soldier getting dildoed.
Yeah, well, right, I'm going to dig a bit deeper here.
Well, hang on, let me continue before you do. On the same day, right, this is the three children saw her exposing herself and thrusting her hips in the window of her home. A woman had been passing with her granddaughters in the car when one shouted, "Look at that lady!" And then she saw this person standing in the window with a cock out, making thrusting movements. They might have just been having a good dance.
Well,
Do you know what I mean? I just want to put a disclaimer in here. This is a news story that I am reading directly from the website, word for word. I'm not mentioning the person's name, and I'm not being prejudiced towards any gender identity at all. It's that person's choice. But it's a funny news story, the fact that it involves a sex toy and a wheelie bin, and that's the only thing that's captured my attention. Nothing to do with the identification of a man or a woman choosing to whatever gender they want to be. Disclaimer closed.
Well, I don't have any disclaimers, so I'm just going to crack on.
No. God.
I just think it's really crazy. I mean, listen, I'm going to bring this up because, I bring it up all the time. Right.
It's not that jacket potato again. Your mum made you say. No.
Right. Here, listen, right, you can be whoever you want to be. I'm not bothered. You can be him, her, and whoever you want to identify as. Because you know what? The world's cool and you can do what you want, can't you, Ted?
It's hip and it's rad.
No, but we are Teesside, we are proud, and we're happy with whatever you want to be, right? But if you are going to be a lady, then at least tuck your willy away, or don't get it out and start whacking it about, because it sort of goes against what you mean, unless you don't mind having a lady with a tail, which I think happens as well. But just don't get it out with a wheelie bin.
Yeah. Sorry, I was having flashbacks to a Thailand holiday just then.
I mean, I remember a long time ago, a young lad I knew, he once savagely bucked a girl against a wheelie bin, and I got the blame for it, Ted. Right?
I did. I was shocked when I seen the headline. I thought, that's took a few years to make.
It is. I thought I wouldn't exactly call the girl a wheelie bin, but bless her. She was a sex object, though, But she was a nice girl.
Fucking rubbish.
She was. Yeah, but I'm going to bring up the one thing here, right, that's really pissing me off. Ex-soldier.
What's that got to do with it?
No, yeah, fuck off, right? The lad or lass, whoever she is, probably spent about 3 years in the army, and for the rest of their life, it's ex-soldier. Probably spent longer at school, do they not say? Ex-school child.
It's a good point.
Do they not go? Yeah. Ex, shop worker, or ex, whatever. Why are they saying ex-soldier again? Keep the military out of it. Do you know what I mean?
You're exactly right there, because for a 10 to 12 year period, I used to go to the Millennium Discotheque and smash lasses left, right and centre.
Ex-shagger.
No one put ex-shagger of the year, ex-player, You know, none of that. If I got in trouble, it's ex-darts champion.
Yeah, but right, I do want to say, like, I hope she gets the help she needs, because obviously there's something not right there.
Yeah.
Well, and she's not quite right with herself, and there's something going on. There's some mental health issues there. So I hope she gets the help she needs.
Yeah.
But just stay out. Stay out the wheelie bin.
If you're going to jingle jangle your danglies in the window, tuck it between your legs like Buffalo Bill in Silence of the Lambs, and put a bit of U2 on.
That's class.
That's what I say.
That is class.
Go draw the line on making yourself a skin suit.
But yeah, unless you're really good at it.
Unless
you're talented.
Yeah, unless it's from animals and you've just made yourself a leather one piece.
Or you've ordered like one of them like one piece ski suits from the internet, like I did before. Remember when I went as a cock?
Yeah.
It was class that, and I just drew a big penis on my head. That was class that.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't get in any pubs, but
you got pulled about a bit though.
Yeah. Hey, Ted, we need some oil on this chair. It's getting a bit. Listen.
Yeah, I've been scuttling on that one. That's my scuttle chair in the office.
I thought it was wet.
Yeah. When you're not here, I just get various ladies round and I say, yeah, come in for a job interview. And they go, oh, what jobs have you got going? I go, I haven't really got any jobs, but while you're here, do you find me attractive? And they go,
I thought you weren't talking about Epstein before.
No, hey, I put the podcast recording equipment on and I get full agreement. I don't. We shouldn't make jokes about stuff like this.
No, that's Weinstein, not Epstein, isn't it?
Epstein,
Weinstein was the one who used to do that. He used to be like, yeah, do you want to be in my movie?
Yeah, Weinstein was the movie producer. Epstein was the noncer.
Nonce Island, that's right.
Who must...
Put a Batman setting off stuff out there. What's he doing?
Just seen him run past the window.
He's setting off fireworks.
Yeah, he mysteriously died in his own prison cell. Yeah, of course he did. Dickhead.
Teesside comedian, businessman, t-shirt salesman and all-round loverman Ted Hanky has now purchased the lease for the former historical nightclub The Bongo in Middlesbrough, and he's turning it into his very own comedy club establishment. Welcome to the Hanky Panky Comedy Club.
Right, Valley, welcome to TEDFEST. Oh, I couldn't think of a better name for it, you know what I mean? I just thought...
It's classic. Hey, Ted, right? I never knew that you could get so many great shaped balloons. But that one looks like a Johnny, that one.
Yeah, that is a Johnny Marley.
Is it?
You know what I mean? We had a load of leftover ones left in the Bongo toilet. So a couple of them had like a bit of fluid in.
Hey, well, that's like, you know, when you get them ones at the fair where you win a bear and it's got something in. Well, that's got a bit of slime. Kids love slime nowadays, Ted.
Like one of them slime eggs you get out of the machines. I should have thought of that. Yeah, could have put them in little put a quid in, get a Johnny full of spunk.
Well, right, I see this is a bit of an illegal street festival here, like, because I only know because the Rosses have been like hassling me, saying, here, what about this TEDFest? I said, it's not TEDFest, it's a TED feast because it's over Easter, innit? And I said, it's a bit religious and we're just like having like a street festival, you know, like in The Godfather. So what it is, right?
The chip shop?
Well, no, The Godfather. Well, like in The Godfather where they carry that lad down the street and they all pin money to win.
Oh,
well, I've been up the Headlands and I've got that statue of Andy Capp, so I reckon we just carry him up the street later and see if people chuck some money at us.
That's a good idea, yeah, good. Well, let me walk you around and show you what we've got kicking off here at TEDFest, you know what I mean? Because we've got some proper beauty attractions, you know what I mean? I'm trying to make a few quid to fund the Hanky Panky Club, Bala, and I think we're on to a winner with this one, I really do.
Is this going to be an annual event, Ted?
I'm hoping to do it weekly. If it works, I doubt it will. Right, I've got to go and see this fucking Doyle over here. He's insisted on doing the food.
Oh, yeah, it's not Tingley, is it?
Hey, Tingley. All right, mate. Langdon Tingley.
You're all right, boys. How are you doing? Welcome to my vegan
fresh selection that I've got here, just specially for TEDFest.
Oh, not vegan. I said I wanted big sausages and stuff.
Well, I said I'd compromise and you could have vegan balls. Look at them. Aren't they lovely?
Put them back in your shorts, you fucking twat.
You'll get done for that.
Okay, now, listen.
Yeah, have a taste of this. It's gorgeous, honestly.
Hang on. Oh, what's that?
You don't be knocking it. It's mint, you mad cunts. What you're on?
Just like shoe.
No, listen to my Facebook reviews. This is Karen from Dormanstown says it's an unreal bit of scran. Do you know what I mean? And she knows what she's on, you know what I mean? Me too. Also, listen to this from Chris from Redcar. Absolutely off it. That's all he put, but I don't know.
You're going to be off it in a minute. You're going to be off this fucking festival when I bang it out, you smelly get.
Yeah, well, you can bugger off, because I tell you what, my vegan balls are getting everywhere.
Okay, now, wait, move on. I'm not hanging around here with him. I've just seen him just fucking fry a carrot.
Ted, right, I'm going to put him down here. Right, we'll get rid of him and get your man, you know, the mad fryer in. Who fries all the Mars bars and stuff. He's class.
Fry your fuck, that's him.
That lad. Yeah, we've got to stop him using diesel though.
Oh, yeah, just certainly with the fuel shortage. I could do with that in my Calibra.
Yeah, Ted, watch out!
Oh, is that mad bastard?
What a Batman doing?
What's he doing? What a Batman! Jeez, what's that sign round his neck then? What a Batman, come here. Just says Batman rides £3. I'm doing like kiddie rides for £3. You couldn't get a donkey, could I?
You know, you said you'd be giving him a ride in the Batmobile, not on your back, you Batman.
No, I don't have a Batmobile. I haven't taxed it this month. I've been a bit skint, you know what I mean? So I'm doing him £3 a ride. I'm just going to go pick these two little bastards up now. Hang on. You know, like, look at him go there. Fucking hell, man, I hope he brings them kids back.
Yeah, I hope he's been checked. You know the crack, well, aye.
The nonce crusader. Bloody hell. I told you I had serious reservations about him.
Yeah, he's absolutely mad. Look at him go.
Yeah, look at fucking hell. Is he on whiz or something? Right, oh, God. Right, well, we're going to move around. I'm going to show. I didn't know he was part of the festival, to be honest. I thought he'd had the day off.
You Ted, right, next on this agenda, right, that you've sent us, it says someone about getting bats. What's all that about? I thought it was Batman.
Well, you know how Billy Mack's like running this place.
Well,
he's insisted on having a bit of a competition going on. Come over, just brace yourself, Mala. He might actually get you involved.
Hang on. Yeah, ready.
Hey Billy, how's it going? Alright there, Ted, yeah, nice. Listen, I've got two little ones coming in the ring next. They're going to spark it out to win a selection box.
Are you trying to marry next? Are you Billy McAmar? Next, I want to spark someone out.
You fucking Doyle.
You know what I'm having in your hair talking about having a calibre and that'll slap you off, you know what I mean?
I don't have a fucking clue what they're saying, mate. Here, don't worry about it. What it is, right, £5 entrance per child, right? They've just got to scrap it out in a ring made out of rope, you know what I mean? Put some sand in there as well, because not just to put it out with a balance and out like that, you know what I mean? I like dirty tactics and twats can throw it in each other's face.
Well, it looks class, this, you know what I mean?
Are you running like a betting racket on it as well, Billy? Like, I've seen you going around collecting money off loads of battles. Yeah, well, you know, like, there's a couple of travellers over there and they insisted that we have a wager on it, and I just thought, fuck it, you know what I mean? 70% commission coming to the club, you know what I mean?
Ted, who's done the health and safety here? He's got that sand from the cat box. There's loads of cat shit in there, I can see it.
Oh, dear. But them fucking kids got bandaged knuckles and putting them in glue and glass, you know, like in that rambo. Yeah, it's a good way to do it, you know. You get extra blood.
Yeah, they're also sniffing that glue. Yeah, get off that wheelies.
Get off, that's malice.
Well, aye.
Right, all right. Cheers, Billy, I'll leave you to it, mate. Yeah, no problem. Right, back the little fucking twat, go on. Hit him.
Go on, you're going.
Mate, this is getting... honestly, this is bad as fuck. You know what I mean?
Ted, right.
What are we doing for entertainment?
I don't know, but we've got candy floss machines over there, so I'm just going to pop over and have a go. Hang on a sec. That's not really candy floss, though, is it? Right, all you've done there is you've just got loads of spiders' webs and just whacked them round. I can see they're scared, are you?
Yeah, but I've added some food colorant to them. You know what I mean? You don't get many pink spiders' webs.
You're doing tinglies out, I'm sure.
You're fucking underpants then.
What have you cracked on for music then?
Oh, well, we've got the band stage. I'll come to that later on. But we've also, they insisted on this. We've got a funky house set from the Offshore Boys.
I can hear that beat.
As we walk
Are you lads? Alright lads, how's it going?
Alright, Ted, alright, Molly.
Well, do you know what I mean? This is the essential selection stage, you know what I mean? 3 on 3 off, that's how many birds we're banging backstage, you know what I mean?
You know what I mean? Like, it's going to be popping in, like, I'm going to be cutting them 2 at a time, double stacked.
Well, let me tell you, the boy here, he's been playing some menacing dark beats, you know what I mean, through the night. It's
my
class,
accent
man.
is off the hook, I'm telling you. It's off the scale. I don't know what all these terminology mean, man.
I think they're off the faces. I can see, look at Barry there, he can't stop chewing.
Oh, what are you watching? What the fuck from the DJ pot here? The fucking kitchen.
Well, do you know what I mean? This is the ultimate. Come here, Hanky, and we will tell you, you know, wouldn't want one of your onshore dudes. This is an offshore dudes. What we have done here is we have replicated the kitchen, haven't we, Pago?
Tonight, have we looked at that Pago flooring?
And what this is for is that everyone knows that all the birds go to the kitchen party at the end of the night.
Kitchen party.
They don't even have to leave us, do you know what I mean? We can play the beats, we can sell them our beat. I mean, we can speak to him.
Can I get a What's that? You know what I mean? Fucking hell, mate, I'm worried about this.
Tell you, Ted, right, I think they're just using this as a front to sell narcotics.
Yeah. What's he doing now about a Batman? But a Batman's in about 4 gram.
Do you know what I mean? He's off his chops, kid. You know, well.
Yeah, he's carrying kids around on his back and he's off his chops on whippy.
Ted, right, we better get off the news, lads.
Yeah, let me to it, lads. You know what I mean? See you later.
Well, do you know what I mean? We'll be on till, we're playing through till now till 12 o'clock on Monday night.
You know what I mean?
I thought we were shutting 12 o'clock tonight. What are these lads doing?
I'm going to learn for the shock, man.
You will,
Right, well, over here is the final piece of the jigsaw. This is the band stage. I've got some fantastic local bands.
The fucking sound of some of them, there should be bands.
Yeah.
Well,
We haven't even started yet. We're going to get I'm going to have to shut these DJs down shortly and get the bands on. But yeah, we've drafted in some. We've got Big Si and the Yarns on.
Well, he's class.
Because he just does every local event.
All right, Big Si, he's class, man.
All right, lads.
Yes, well, class. Good time if he lads is on the side, like him. Good lad.
We've got the 80s tribute band Vagina Crisis.
Well, I could smell him.
Just that mums, to be honest.
It is a crisis as well. Here, right, I've just let you know that I've had a phone call off our Julie, right, and she's gutted that you would not letting her 80s punk band play. Remember the all-girl punk band she set up in the 80s, Kipperknickers. She's gutted that she can't play this event.
Oh, mate, I had to put up with Kipperknickers every day of my marriage to your sister.
Well, you know, they were a very pungent but very great punk band at the time.
Oh, I wasn't on about the band. You know what I mean? Freaking hell. Oh, who else have we got? We've got Ron Jovi.
He's class, I've seen him. He's a big lad, isn't he?
Yeah, he's got out of jail.
Is he not on the register for somewhere? Because he's a club. But tell Brother Batman not to bring any of the kids over here.
Yeah. Don't bring kids over here, Brother Batman.
Well, he's absolutely mental, isn't he?
Yeah, and we've got a couple more on the bill as well. We've got a Queen tribute band just called It's a Kind of Tragic.
Oh, bless him.
Yeah, he's only got half a moustache.
It's a kind of tragic. Ooh, yeah, I've seen him. He's class, man.
Yeah.
Hey, Ted, right?
Yeah.
But look, right, I do think you have put yourself down here for a 2-hour opening slot, Mike. So what are you doing there?
I'm just going to do some karaoke.
Oh, well, yeah, class.
Yeah. Well, actually, it's not me. I've managed to get hold of Barry off EastEnders, and he's going to do some karaoke.
Yeah. Hang on a second, right? Let me just go and speak to this lad over here, because I know for a fact that he's setting up. Hey, Tom, are you on next? Are you? There he is. Ted, right. This is Tom Boyd, man. He's class.
Yeah.
Like, I booked him special surprise for you because he knows them all, don't you?
Oh, you can turn it upside down and inside out. Yeah.
He's class, man.
Good him, Mala.
No, it's actually Tom Jones, man. This is who he is. He's actually...
I was in the region. I thought, I'd pop down to TEDFest and I'd knock out a couple of me classics,
Yeah, he still owes NASA loads of money because him and Aretha Franklin went through loads of his Weetabix one day.
That Cocoa Pop afternoon he had, Thanks for coming down, Tom. That's class, mate. Yeah! He talk much like, doesn't he?
No, he's crazy.
So that's TEDFest. I just don't know what else to expect from it, you know what I mean?
I expect it because
there's no fuckery apart from them kids being put back on school. I think everyone just dropped the kids off and went down the diggings.
And they're all now getting a bat off. Billy Mack's giving them all a bat.
Is it? Hang on a minute, I'm a bit concerned. Has this just turned into a half-term play scheme?
Well, I think that basically all the parents have gone to Stockton Calling and they've dropped all the kids off at TEDFest.
Fucking hell. Here comes the go. Bull Batman! Lots of kids! Interesting show this week. Some high value debate and quality sketch. And what you doing, Mala? Where you going?
Yeah, well, there's been loads of kicking off, hasn't there?
Has there?
Yeah, I've just been looking out there, and Langdon Tingley, it's like vegan balls are everywhere. There's been kids picking them up and hoying them. Billy Mack's now going mental and started knocking out bats everywhere. But Batman is off his chops.
Cocking. We just flew past the window again there. And
the offshore lads have got like 15 people in that kitchenette. There's all sorts going on.
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, yeah.
Where you going?
Well, what's even worse, our Julie's just turned up with kipper knickers. ready to start the first set. Hey, Ted, I'll see you later, podcasters.
See you later. Oh, Mala there. Off to the front row, waggle like kipper knickers. The poor bastard. Right, thank you very much for tuning into this week's TED Talks, the TED Hanky podcast. It's proper fucking class, you know what I mean? Lots of swearing in today's episode, so if you've got to this point and we've upset your kids, you should have turned it off earlier. Simple as that, you know what I mean? Listen, check out my t-shirt shop, tedhankyt-shirts.com. Loads of mint designs, selling like motherfucking hotcakes, brother. Sorry, that was a bit wrong. I shouldn't have said it like that. And I've also got comedy tickets on sale for the next Hanky Panky Comedy Club night at Beer and Beer on April the 29th, featuring TV comedian Chris Washington and Hull comedian Jed Salisbury. It's going to be class. Get your tickets. They're only a tenner. Please come. No, please come. And and then you may have mentioned earlier on about sponsorship. I am genuinely looking for sponsorship for my festival. I've got the last stop to Edinburgh Festival starting on July the 22nd, July the 23rd and July the 24th at the Georgian Theatre in Stockton. I've got acts such as Troy Hawke. I've got Colin Holt, who is the theatre director from Ricky Gervais's Afterlife. So you'll know him. He's very funny. He's also in Derek and other shows like that as well. I've got Lee Kyle. I've got the wonderful Patrick Monaghan, who's a local comedian as well, and lots of other proper class acts on as well, all doing Edinburgh preview shows. It sold out last year. It's going to sell out again this year. I'm going to be doing a 5,000 leaflet drop around doors and stuff like that. So if you want to sponsor, please get in touch, because I could do with some help paying for them fucking leaflets. So I need some sponsorship for them, really. But it's good because it means your brand will be out there, delivered just for a small sponsorship fee. Yeah. Anyway, we've not talked about much football today. We're going to leave it. A couple of games coming up after we've recorded this podcast, so we don't want to dwell on it. We could win, we could lose, we don't give a fuck. So, but what we do care about is up the borough and believe malice. Have a cracking week and happy Easter.